Okay, so I have a cameraman now. So tonight we're making keto lasagna and our own French bread for the kids. I'm not gonna have any French bread because keto girlies don't eat bread. And we're gonna have a sweet potato though. And we're also having, what else are we having, Z? Are we having vegetables? So we're gonna have lasagna, French bread for the kids, and some green beans. And I'm gonna have a sweet potato because I had a light lunch. Got tomato paste to our meat, and I also put onions and minced garlic in there. So. Don't mind me. But we're gonna add tomato paste to that. We also need to drain the grease. And I need to get a new can of Hey, pause it. Okay, for the next step, you're gonna need a whole block of cream cheese. You're gonna need shredded Parmesan, and not the craft kind that you buy not the dry kind that you buy for spaghetti. I'm talking about the real shredded, grated Parmesan. Now this is the craft kind, but you find this kind by the shredded cheese. You're also going to need mozzarella cheese. You're going to need at least 2 cups of mozzarella. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your whole block of, and we're just eating this with my family, so I don't want to hear anything about gloves. You're just going to stick it in a bowl, okay? And you're going to take your mozzarella cheese. And this is what we're making our substitute for noodles. We're making a keto-friendly lasagna noodle, and it's all made out of cheese. You're gonna need 3 eggs, mozzarella cheese, grated Parmesan, and a block of cream cheese. And you're just gonna take your mozz, your grated, your block of cream cheese, and you're going to put it in a microwave safe bowl. And yes, I'm going to eyeball my cups of cheese because I can do that. Okay, just all of it in there at the same time. Okay. Then you're going to take your Kraft grated, I only have a little bit left, so I'm just going to dump mine in there. I can't remember how much the recipe calls for. And then, like, you can stick this. You're going to put this in the microwave for, I want to say, no more than a minute. If you put it in there longer than a minute, it's going to be really, the mozzarella cheese, it's gonna form, it's gonna become like a hard capsule, and it's not gonna mix well with the eggs. So you don't wanna, I'm gonna put it in there for probably 45 seconds. Okay, pause. Okay, so this is what your mixture, you're gonna want it to look like. And you're gonna take Smokey. Say hi to Smokey, everybody. He's being real nosy right now. So you're gonna take 3 eggs, and you're gonna add it to the mixture. But don't get shells in it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, no, that's good. Now you can just take it. Okay, good girl. And here you go. Let me do this one. Okay. So now you're just gonna mix that together until it's mixed well, kind of like a dough consistency. Pause. Okay, so your consistency should look something like that. Okay, it doesn't look pretty right now, but I promise you it's going to turn out like kind of like a noodle slash bread. And it's made out of all cheese. If you're on the keto diet, you know that means you can eat it. You don't have to record that. Okay, so you're gonna need don't look at my dirty pan because that's not gonna matter. You need parchment paper. Okay, you're just gonna put it on your cookie sheet like that. The recipe calls for cooking spray, but I don't eat seed oils. I use olive oil for cooking, and it does the same thing. And I just take a little dab, maybe a little bit more than a dab. Just eyeball it, okay? You're gonna get your hands dirty. So you're gonna just, with your finger, and again, I don't care what y'all have, whoever's gonna come on here and say, put gloves on, huh? Yeah. This is for my kids and me, and we're gonna eat it. So, oh well, get over it. Okay, but let's keep the sheet on, okay? Be careful, okay? Good job. Good job. Good job. And you know you're doing a good job when you got your dogs standing in the kitchen waiting for you to drop something. So, you're going to take your concoction of different cheeses, give it a good mix one more time, and then you're going to pour it out on the sheet like this, okay? And don't worry, we're gonna spread it out evenly. You're gonna start, oh, got some on my pants. You're gonna turn your oven on and set it to 350 to heat up for baking, okay? I know this looks disgusting and you're wondering how is this going to replace a noodle, but I promise you, it's gonna be exactly, I mean, it's not gonna be just like a noodle. It's gonna be a replacement for a noodle if you're trying to eat healthy, low carb, all that stuff. So I know it looks gross right now because I thought the same thing and I thought this is gonna be gross. But my kids love it, and I have a very, 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 very picky 9-year-old. So I know if she likes it, it's good. So, no, I don't make my kids eat keto stuff, but I do make them eat healthy, with the exception, certain exceptions. So, I eat keto-friendly meals. That's what I cook, so that's what they eat for dinner. So, you're gonna take this. It's very important that you put this on a cookie sheet and oil it, because it will stick, and you're going to stick it in the oven. Let me look and see how long we stick it in the oven, because I forgot. It doesn't matter. So the time for your replacement noodle is going to be 15 to 20 minutes. Last time I did it for 20 because it did not cook all the way through at 15. Yes, you are going to have some brown spots, kind of like how tortillas have the brown spots, but I promise you, this is really, really good. So, and if you're thinking that's too many steps for me, I thought so too, but it's really not that hard. So go ahead. Okay, we're going to stick this in the oven. Let me just keep an eye on it. Whenever it's finished, you're going to cut diagonally, and then you're going to cut it into squares, because you want to make sure that you have enough to make a lasagna, because you're going to have to layer it. So I ran out of noodle replacement last time. It's kind of like a bread, honestly. I thought it was going to turn out weird, but it kind of had like a bread consistency to it. And whenever we get done, I will pull it apart so you can see. I will also link the recipe down in the description so you have the full. You can also get it off of delish.com. It has a bunch of keto recipes. So let's recap with you. You need onion. You're going to saute your onions with minced garlic. Then you're going to add your ground beef. I also bought Rayo's spaghetti sauce. It calls for marinara, but I couldn't find keto-friendly marinara. So I got the Rayo's brand keto-friendly Rayo's, however you say it, Rayo's. So after you drain your grease from your ground beef and your onions and stuff, you're going to pour some Rayo's on top of that. I would not turn it on to heat it up because you're going to stick it in the oven. So you're just going to do something like that. And I'm just going to mix it together. Yes, I need to wipe up that grease, and I'm going to. But then you're going to, once the noodles are done, you're going to add that. And then you're going to stick everything, once you've layered your lasagna, you're going to stick everything back in the oven until your cheese is melted. You're going to layer mozzarella cheese on top and Parmesan. And I'll show you the finished product. French bread. Fun fact, this was $1.50 at the store. You can make your own garlic bread with butter and the seasoning. And instead of wasting it, because your kids only want one piece, you can put it in the freezer for 3 to 4 months and it'll be good. You can use it just like it's the frozen kind. Okay, so this is our noodle replace. This is all our keto noodles. Okay, I'm gonna take it out and let it cool. And then we're gonna layer our lasagna and stick that in the oven. Good pause. Okay, so here is our noodles. And I don't know if you can see, this one got a little bit crispy, but this is the consistency. It's kind of like bread. Yeah. So, I'm cutting it long ways, and then I'm going to cut it into squares.
That's good.
You can do it however you want.
That's
and if the picky kid is saying, that's good, you know it's good. Now I'm just going to layer. I know these pieces got cut already, so we're gonna turn this way, and because that's what the recipe told us to do. I did not do that last time, and I ran out, so I just had to layer it with. What is that cat doing? Smokey. Oh, that's you. Never mind. Yeah. After you layer it, it should look like this. Now, I next time am going to be making 2 pans of the noodles because it's never enough for me to make 2 layers. And what I have found about this, how you make the noodles, is that you could make pizza bread, because it's kind of like a cheesy bread type of thing. You can make pizza with it. You can make all kinds of things with it. So it's not just for lasagna. I'm really glad that I followed that recipe because I would have never known how easy it was to make that with just cheese and eggs. So I will show you guys what it looks like after it comes out of the oven. Okay, so here's the lasagna. Might not be perfect, but I promise you it's good. And we're going to garnish with parsley flakes, and we're gonna put some Parmesan cheese on top. Season to your liking. We like a lot of seasoning in this house. So, your grated parm, and just sprinkle on the top like this. And then you're done. Bon appetit.